Hi guys. Okay, as promised, I'm going to show you what I technically wanted to make these journal covers for. So the idea was to make it inexpensively. This is made out of a placemat. It's a fairly large one. I can get this larger size out of it and a smaller one. So I just wanted to show you how I string these and how I would use them. So this is just made out of a placemat. I've done eyelets, grommets. You can get these at Michael's. You can get lots of different tools. Sorry, I'm trying to stay in frame here. And then I just got this stretch jewelry cord at my Buck or Two. You can probably get it just about anywhere. I'm sure there's thinner elastic cord that you can get for this. I'm sure if you go to like a Sewing Notion store, you'd probably be able to get like a spool of elastic in black or white inexpensively. This is only a couple of bucks and you get 3 different colors, and I can do a large one like this and I can do a closure for it at the same time. So I'm going to do this one in a mint green, I think, because it has the minty kind of green in there. I did my other one in pink, so it's fairly simple to do. It took me a few tries before I got the hang of it, but now that I've got the hang of it, it's quite simple. With anything in life, right? Once it's been practiced a few times, it becomes easier. So all I do at this point, I keep it in one length. I don't know how long these are. Let me just measure this quickly. I have one of those glue tape measure on my desk. 24. Almost 3 feet. Not even. No, 24, 24. I don't know. 3 times 24. Can you get that? So, and a little bit longer than that. So it's 48. Oh, that's 60 inches. No, I'm sure you can do the math. So all I do is I go this way at first, and then you are going to feed it back through the center one. And you can do the same with this one. I found it's the easiest to do it this way. And then you're going to go through the middle again. And sometimes a little pokey tool is helpful. You could use a needle too if you really wanted to. You just want to be able to get it through. You want to make sure your grommets are nice and flat so that the elastic does not get shredded. I just poke it through. And then you're going to go through this way again and this way again. So you have 3 elastics, no, 4 on the inside, and then on the outside it'll look like that. Simple, right? Like everything else, it's simple after you've practiced a few times. At this point, you want to make sure you have a long end and a short end. And you're going to tie your knot kind of, you want it so that it's not too long, but you don't want it too short either. Catch my meaning? So you want to make sure it's on the inside. Yikes. Okay. Tying a knot for some reason is not in my toolbox today. You can undo it. Don't tie too tight at first. Oh my goodness. That's what I want, is I want enough stretch cord left over to make my loop for inside the center. There we go. That's a bit better. You want it sort of snug, not tight that it's folding in half on you, but you want it snug so that it's gonna keep your notebooks in there. So a little bit of bowing this way inward is okay. So we're gonna snip this little piece off. And you can always retie it if you had to. This one, I just go like this. You want it close to the end. Now, if you're afraid this is going to fray, you can use a lighter to stop the fraying. If you really wanted to, I don't think it matters, but to each their own. This is always a little bit tricky because it's in a weird spot. So I'll just push it through. And then that's knot is going to catch it. And then you have your little closure. It'll stretch over time. It'll be fine. So at this point, you can add your little traveler's notebooks. So these ones I made a set of 5, and you can add different things to this. It's entirely up to you. I'm just trying to show you how I would set one up. So you can find your center, that when you close it, you have it nicely in there. If you want 2 of them together, you would take a rubber band. I bought these really colorful ones just at the dollar store. I don't know. So if you want to put 2 together, you take a back cover of one and a front cover of another. And this helps if it's cardstock paper. This is not thin paper, this is cardstock paper, so which is a lot better. So you have that kind of deal. Because if you're not careful, you will rip through your papers. You can always tape it and reinforce it if you wanted to. It's not a bad idea. And then you can put these 2 together like this. So now you have 3 notebooks in there. I'm going to do the same with this one because I want to show you. Actually, maybe I'll just leave that for now. Another thing you can do you remember these in my last video? I hauled this one. If you didn't want to use your whole notebook for all the your calendar, you can do something like this. You can slip this one in there very easily like that. So you can have it in there. It'll keep it nicely. Okay, so you can do that separately. You can store it in there. If you wanted to, you can do Post-its. These have all different kinds. You can store that in there too. Excuse me. So sometimes it's not so easy to get to. And so you can slip that in there if you wanted to. And then you have room for everything. And it still fits nicely. It's a little bit bigger. For me, it doesn't bother me. But if it bothers you, you can get all your notebooks and all the things you'd want to get into your cover together first, and then measure your largest piece that you're going to put in there, and then make your placemat cover accordingly. All right? So that's basically the idea. So the other thing you can put in there, it's like the dollar store has so many of these little things. So it depends on how color coordinated you want to do things. If you want to make it cute, if you want to just do whatever, that's okay too. This is the other one I bought. I thought maybe you could slip that one in fairly easily. I mean, even this on its own, if you wanted to keep it like this, you could potentially just put this in here with an elastic and then stick it in there and use this as your cover if you really wanted to. It's entirely up to you. But the idea is to be able to slip different things in there. So you could easily slip that in there. I mean, it does make it for a lot bigger journal, but you know, you could slip it all in there, put it in your purse, your tote bag, whatever, and you have it all together. Now, having said all that, what do you do with it now? Well, some of the things you can get are planner stencils. You can get planner stamps. You can do your own dates and whatnot else if you didn't want to do it this way. So if you want to use it as a planner, like its original intent, like a filofax, you can use all kinds of stamps and stickers and go to town, create it any which way, like a bullet journal, fairly much the same. However, I like options, and if you're just starting out scrapbooking and doing all this planning thing, just starting off simply is probably your best bet. So what to do with the traveler's notebook? So this is technically a traveler's notebook. It's just an individual little notebook that you would put inside a cover. So you can put your goals in there. You know, yearly goals, monthly goals, goal tracker, whatever you feel like doing. Your daily list, your bucket list, movies, books, projects, restaurants you want to try, restaurants you have tried, receipts. You can do a yearly calendar, you can do important dates, birthdays, special occasions, holidays, health and fitness, goals and recipes. I always do the same recipes every week because I know my family likes it, but every now and then I get tired of that, so I want to change it up. So having a little area where you can plan things is always nice. So all you really need is scrap paper and supplies, you know, just cardstock or some thicker card craft paper or something like that. Scrapbook paper, pages, record keeping fun. That's what you can do with it. You need stickers, stencils, markers, and crayons. If you don't like any of the stickers or stamps or anything like that, then don't, you know. If you want to keep it as simple as possible, like a bullet journal, you totally can. For me, I like the idea of scrapbooking in it because it is small, it is compact, it is almost like daily planning for not just daily life, but also seeing in a snapshot what happened that month. You could do month by month, day by day, week by week. It's entirely up to you. But this is my daughter's cat, Hector. He's a sweet little boy. But, you know, this is my dog, Lucas. And it just shows you how you can use the part where the scrapbook paper is very colorful. And you can, on the other side, you can do journaling if you want to. You can do collage. You can do whatever you feel like. So I wanted to, obviously, you know, do a little scrapbooking. So here is taking some photocopy paper, cutting it to size, and using your binder clips, you can hold it in place. You can recycle these once you're done with them, or you can save them. It's entirely up to you. But this is done with this stamp set. So it comes with this little folder that you can put in there with an elastic also, and you can put it inside your journal. And then it stores, you know, your stickers, your stamps if you want to. You can put this on the other side if you really wanted to. You know, you can tuck it all together, keep it all together, and travel with it if you know, feel like doing that. You can totally do that. But it just goes to show you can do your month, you can do appointments, to do birthdays, whatever you want. And over here, you can do some inspiring stickers if you wanted to. Pieces of paper that are just clipped in with cute little paper clips. Like this one is a bird. I got this one at Dollarama a little while ago. So cute. And they have so many different ones. I bought coffee cups recently, not at Dollarama, but at HomeSense. And they had, oh, what was it? Unicorns. So I thought they were cute. Before long, you'll have your own collection, I'm sure. But you can put all kinds of notes in here. Daily ephemera, you know, tickets, stubs, whatever you feel like. It can just be a little scrapbook of what you do on a regular basis. So you can track your habits. Again, these are just paper clipped in. So if you didn't want to use all of this up, you can just, you know, you don't have to put all your good stuff on here. You can just do it like this. Graph paper comes in handy. If you don't have a stamp that does the habit tracker, you use graph paper. That works just as well. You can do your water, you could do your walks, your workouts, you know, take time to read, to create something. If you're a student, you can potentially put all your subjects on there when you have your exams or tests or anything like that. But also create some time for yourself to do something creative. And again, you know, cute paper clips go a long way. I got these at Staples. They're just nice and colorful. And then you can just stick it in there. So here, you know, you can just do whatever you feel like. You can put any kind of sticker in there. You can put your budget in there. Again, you know, let's say Christmas is coming up. You're going to budget for everyone, and then you can tick off as you go. You can write down the sizes for people, things like that. You can do your grocery list. You can do an envelope in the back to put your receipts in. Or if you're saving up for something special, you can put that in there too. There's pockets that you can create for it. I don't know. The world of paper crafting is pretty much endless. It's a wonderful medium. There's many things that you can do. And it lends itself to so many possibilities. So like I said, you know, you can do whatever you feel like. So you can do it something like this. You can recreate this on your own if you wanted to. You can just do a cardboard insert on your own. If you have a laminator, you can laminate that and you can put your stickers on there, or you can use your habit tracker and then you can check it off with a whiteboard marker, and then, or even a washable marker, and then just wipe it off each month. You can reuse it, but the possibilities are pretty much endless. And if you were given this as a gift, you could potentially put something like this in there, something like this. You can put this, you know, a few notebooks in there for scrapbooking. You can put some scrap pieces of paper in there that coordinate. You put a little calendar in there, because it doesn't have to go there. It can just be stuck in here. I don't know, maybe. Oh, maybe, yes. So potentially, it's a tight squeeze. It's not something you'd want to store a whole lot of stuff in, but you know, you could do a small notebook and then tuck it in this way and then still have it in there. But just using scrap pieces of paper and a placemat and thinking outside the box a little bit, you can really create something very personal for any type of person. You know, for a mom, for a student, for a 9 to 5, you know, girl boss, anything is possible. And here are some others. You know, you can decorate it with a tassel, whatever you feel like. And this one has different papers. It's a bit more romantic looking. You know, it's endless. This is a smaller version. And these are notebooks that I had already bought the way they were. These are from Dollar Store also. So I put some of my own in there for scrapbooking, and then, you know, if you want to write something, you can. You can personalize these any which way you want. And you can make a bunch of these and you can give them as gifts. I'm going to give a couple of mine to my daughter's friends because they're graduating and going to college and university. So my daughter still hasn't decided what she wants to do, so she'll get one when, well, she does have one, and my other daughter has one too. So yeah, you can only make so many before you have to hand them out. So I hope this helps whoever is looking for ideas. Like I said, I've been scouring the internet and trying to find different things, my own solutions to different problems at my own dollar stores. So yeah, there's lots of different options out there, like I said, and you can go any which way you want to. So I hope this helps, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.